Yo, man, what's up? Make sure my shit right, cause I don't think I can hear correctly. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's turn this shit up, baby.
It's the go. Cut, you killing them.
Shout out to the Joe. We gonna get the young tames cracking for the God, man. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. No. Hey, Daniel Berry. Let's go. Let's go.
Rose gold dip. Money so blue it look like crip. Work so good this shit gon' flip. Sauce so strong this shit gon' drip, 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 drip. Dope so good these hoes gon' bite. All these bitches nigga, all this ice. Everything now God drop be pipe, 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 pipe. Flex by what I made these niggas. Daycare center I raise these niggas. Rose showers I spray these bitches. Hate me, love me, don't make no difference. Backwood rolled up nigga I smoke. Trap girl with me everywhere I go. Cocaine flow, my shit so dope. All these D's wrap round my throat. TTG, I'm trained to go. Money over bitches, I don't love these hoes. IFDB, I fuck that bitch. CDC, uncut that chick. No control, I don't play no game. Knock up ass, these hold my name. 4.6, I'm out of your range. Nigga Bruce Lee kick like a young Luke Kane. Like, woo! Yeah, hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Mr. Miyagi. Kid hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Corner stove. Hustle, yeah, I work that stove. Got it at the pot, yeah, I work that stove. North Guard nigga, boy, I birthed that coast. Still in my style, can't work no more. Uptown nigga, boy, I made that swag. Mask up on you, come take that bag. Real true hustle, make that bag.
Evil, the Duke of the Great Lakes.
Way these bitches all off the beef. Kid hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Mr. Miyagi. Kid hopping out the Rari. Kick it like karate. Mr. Miyagi. No one can stop me. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Mr. Miyagi.
Hey man, let's get to it. God damn it, we gonna get to it. Let's go with the band runner. Let's go.
Back, nigga. Nah, I ain't never went nowhere though. Bear on the shit. Fuck it. Y'all nigga know what it do. Still a big dog. You. Still a make a nigga big too. Yeah, still that dude. Everything still everything. Ain't shit changed but the change. And you know the squad the same. Bear on the shit. Gang. When a nigga talk about lit. Duck, goose, we eat. Nah, I ain't bragging about shit. Big face coming to you, that's it. How that thing smoking in the city? Fuck nigga hate to admit it. If about money, we with it. Nigga talk about money, we get it. Trippin' in, where did I go? Did I get it from the mall? No. I ain't mind shit out the store. Told you everything coming to the door. Stepping out the grill, looking like a chick. Stepping out the grill, knowing finna flex. Up now, nigga, fuck being next. Tell you why I got the fuck nigga print. Bring that, pressure. Bring that, stretch. Who said I don't get money no more? Tell them I don't get money no less. Like I said, boy, still that nigga. And you still can't do shit with him. Y'all think Mr. LV hard? Hey, wait till you meet Godzilla. I know, you know, why I, hey, 4 quarter, plus shit, big man, bang, to the big truck, you a pickup, put a stamp in your lane, lady.
Hey, Leonidas, goddammit, I see you, God. Avance Flat Power God, I see ya.
Step in your lane. Lane B, order, mafia,
gang. Smoke a pickup, I'm a big truck. These niggas better stay in they lane. Catch me with the same game. Ain't shit, niggas untamed. Still with the shit, ain't changed. Fuck around here, click, then bang. Scratch a nigga off the press. I'm the rap Muhammad, I'm the best. Still got a few sitting on meal. Shit, I'm about to get up in the chest. My respect, I'ma die about that. Off the hip with the vibe out there. These niggas ain't the same no more. These niggas don't ride like that. Gang shit ain't no stopping us. ABR, we the mafia. Disrespect, they gon' order coppers up. Shit, they gon' have to come chalk them up. From the bill with the shit, no cap. Y'all niggas in the way with this rap. Couldn't ride this wave on the route. Take the nigga heads off the cap. You know, I know, they know about me. I don't go like no hoe. They say rap was real. Stay on go in beast mode. I been off in that field. AB, order, mafia, for real.
I know, you know, why I came. 4 quarter, fresh shit, big man, bang. You a big truck, you a pickup, gonna stay up in your lane. Let's be order, mafia, gang. You a big truck, you a pickup, gonna stay up in your lane. Let's be order, mafia, gang.
Big racks in my pocket, band runner shit, that's how the gang do. R. Kelly plus Usher, I fuck your bitch, now we got the same boo. I was down on my ass, then came up, now I'm making brand new. Did this, did that, now tell me something that a young nigga can't do. 421 walk in with a bag, like in the front of a glass. Big choppers got a whole lot of mag, yeah, like I'm Bilal. Big drip got these 4 nigga mad, yeah, I'm get to a sad. Hit my side bit with that like a money bag. No brakes, all gas, I'ma do it like the dad. Give it to me like I'm Stoudemire, throw it back like she Nash. Bankroll spinning Audemars, fuck it, I'ma get it bad. Bankroll spinning Audemars, fuck it, I'ma get it bad. Bear on. Yeah, you know when it's me, nigga. Fuck you and them niggas that be with you. Throw some shots and pull off of my vehicle. Don't think I won't do it on feet, nigga. Punch you up like you 3 in the key, nigga. Ain't no gang when you talking about we, nigga. Bear on the gang, we deep, nigga. Hey.
I know, you know, why I came. 4 quarter, fresh shit, big man, bang. You a big truck, you a pickup, gonna stay up in your lane. Let's be order, mafia, gang. You a big truck, you a pickup, gonna stay up in your lane. Let's be order, mafia, gang.
Coming, purple petals coming, purple petals coming, purple petals coming. Hey, you see me chasing the paper, yeah. I'm running after the cash, yeah. That I be coming in first, hey. I can't be coming in last, yo, you did not keep it real, hey. I cannot give you no pass, hey. You wanna get on that money train, baby? You gotta come on the bag, when tonight, hey, tonight. Hey, my name must be tonight, cause all these hoes wanna fuck tonight. Bitch better have my bucks tonight. Bitch gotta eat that nut tonight. How can I play with you, bitch? How can I play with you, hoes? I'm just not talking about women. Niggas and bitches and hoes. Hey, I'm trying to play with these digits. Hey, I need my riches and gold. Look, I used to stay with a hitter. Look, I seen her killing before. Tell her I'm trying to get big bucks. Only fans, big bands from a dick slut. I've been grinding with the bitch by 6 months. Never fucked, but I did get my dick sucked. Look, made $100,000 with a big truck. Rama boy, big baby, got big nuts. Look, got it all off the grind, no good luck. With a peck of wood to eat wood like a woodchuck. How much chuck with a woodchuck? Chuck if a woodchuck stuck on stupid. Look, really don't know, but I know she a hoe. For the dough, she'll suck on Cupid. Look, made a very good bag with a sexy hoe. Look, we done sold more gas than the Texaco. Look, we got anything you need just to let you know. Look, Texas nigga, I can trunk a rock to Mexico. I got family out in Cali with a Kush farm. Organic endo, grown in the Kush barn. I know they coming, you ain't even gotta look for them. So let a nigga know, cause I got something you can push for him. Need a brick whipped up, I can cook for him. Nigga got a lot of beats, I can write a hook for him. A lot of real niggas really didn't make it either. They in the pen, promise I can write a book for him. ESK, OPP, FGC, TYT, FUCK, ACOPs, UHOEs, can DIE. For real. ESK, OPP, FGC, TYT, FUCK, ACOP, UHOEs, H-O-E-S-K-N-D-I-E. You see me chasing the paper, yeah. I'm running after the cash, yeah. Bet I be coming in first, yeah. I can't be coming in last, yeah. So you did not keep it real. I cannot give you no pass, hey. You wanna get on that money train, baby, you gotta come with a bag. Win tonight. Hey, my name must be tonight. Cause all these hoes wanna fuck tonight. Bitch better have my bust tonight. And she gotta eat that nut tonight.
I keep waking up from these bad dreams. It's like I'm addicted to bad things. This life is a movie, just trying to get through it. A horror film filled with bad scenes. I've been sinking Titanic. I'm numb, I'm emotionally damaged. I got questions, can you give me answers? When I sleep, are you burning my mattress? Ayy, I keep waking up from these bad dreams. It's like I'm addicted to bad things. This life is a movie, just trying to get through it. A horror film filled with bad scenes. I've been sinking Titanic. I'm numb, I'm emotionally damaged. I got questions, can you give me answers? When I sleep, are you burning my mattress? Ayy, cold sweats, I've been waking up at 3 a.m. starting to feel like it's normal. Jumped out my sleep, my gun in my reach, and the nigga try putting me under. I gotta get high just to get by. Without it, I barely can function. Exotic, my medication, I ain't smoking basic. When I cough, it's enormous. Can I vent for a second? It's just for a second. I promise it's hard for me to sleep. They saying I'm stubborn, I'm looking like fucking, cause really that's just a part of me. Make my own exit, I knew I was ready, but I ain't have time to find the key. My time is coming, they thinking it's funny. I swear I can't wait for y'all to see. I keep waking up from these bad dreams. It's like I'm addicted to bad things. This life is a movie, just trying to get through it. A horror film filled with bad scenes. I've been sinking Titanic. I'm numb, I'm emotionally damaged. I got questions, can you give me answers? When I sleep, are you burning my mattress?
Hey, is that Task?
I've been sinking Titanic. I'm numb, I'm emotionally damaged. I got questions, can you give me answers? When I sleep, are you burning my mattress? I might be my problems, my battles within. Ain't been the same since I lost my twin. Niggas be shaky, been watching my friends. Disowning some family, they not my kin. Speak on it much, but they know what they did. Best I stay away for somebody get killed. We way too different, you motherfuckers be out here playing, not knowing that shit can get real. Before I go, gotta make sure my daughter's so straight and my mom got a house on the hills. Put up some millions away from my brother and sister so they can just turn up and live. Swear I give everything that I had just to bring you back, man, I wish you was here. They really gon' see how I'm coming, I started with nothing, I can't wait to finally heal. I keep waking up with these bad dreams. It's like I'm addicted to bad things. This life is a movie, just trying to get through it. A horror film filled with bad scenes. I've been sinking Titanic. I'm numb, I'm emotionally damaged. I got questions, can you give me answers? When I sleep, are you burning my mattress? Ayy, I keep waking up with these bad dreams. It's like I'm addicted to bad things. This life is a movie, just trying to get through it. A horror film filled with bad scenes. I've been sinking Titanic. I'm numb, I'm emotionally damaged. I got questions, can you give me answers? When I sleep, are you burning my mattress? Big bastard.
Let's go back, back in the time. Back in 73, in the borough of Bronx, man, you couldn't be weak, man, you had to be smart. See, we talking about streets, now we talking about art. When we talking about beats, man, we talking about heart. We was rocking the heartbeat, live in the park, guns spark in the dark. It was all just a part of the 80s Bronx scene that created art. How you know, KRS? Cause I was there from the start. 1600 Central Avenue, that was the spot. 1520, hip-hop started right on my block. This original hip-hop, whether you like it or not. I'm reminding through this rhyming cause you might have forgot. Drop on the spot, B-boy start pop. Live on the block, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, rap writers don't stop. Bottom to the top, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, MCs make it hot. Microphone pop, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, DJs on the chop. Cut, bitch, slash, this is raw. See when we would begin.
Mama, you was right. Everything's for you tonight. Told me ain't no sense in doing this shit, I ain't gonna do it right. Got it for a stupid price. Better band shooting dice. Watching like it's movie night, cause niggas wasn't moving right. Nigga wanna lose his life, there's nothing else to do tonight. If you gon' buy it, bust it down. Nigga, that's my new advice. Peace, that's the key to life. Niggas started eating right. I'm talking about a veggie plate. Started with the beans and rice. Slicker than a sheet of ice. Crispy like some pizza bites. I'm sharper than a hunting knife. I must be doing something right. I bought myself another car. Guess I fell in love with life. I know she's a bitch cause she ain't shit if I don't fuck her right. Know I had my piece of the pie. I need another bite. Niggas probably wishing I die. I hope they come to life. Know I got a cold heart. Frozen one summer night. These niggas will go against they mamas for 100 likes. Nah, he don't wanna fight. He ain't never threw it right. He'd rather just shoot you. He don't know if he gon' do it right. Belly used to stay the night. Now my nigga doing life. And all these little niggas ain't your friends. Mama, you was right. Yeah. This shit gets sweeter and sweeter, man. But life, it was tough. We made it out. Central Side Legends.
Yeah.
You know X Games mode.
Yeah.
I said he's fucking
My dog.
Let's go. I sent you the email, the link. Come on, sis.
Get the drying up and throw it in the Ziploc. Make a video with your bitch. Nah, this ain't no TikTok. And when they get the drying up and throw it in the Ziploc. Make a video with your bitch. Nah, this ain't no TikTok. My dog all up in the kitchen trying to make it wrist lock. And when they get the drying up and throw it in the Ziploc.
My dog.
My dog all up in the kitchen trying to make it wrist lock. And when they get the drying up and throw it in the Ziploc. Make a video with your bitch. Nah, this ain't no TikTok. Just explicit details of me fucking her and flip flop. Cause some money drip like this, so every step a drip drop. Riding through the city top, looking like a guitar. Know I keep the heavy metal outfit like a kid rock. Still got 17 shots ready in the rip far. Ain't no limit, gotta feel it. Yo, little bitch trying to visit. Smoking sauce, I got me lala, I'm mellow in the city. Bitch pulling on my zipper, yo, she trying to free will it. Fuck on it, gone like magic, like Shaq did with Penny. They say 421 get heavy, let smoking dope excessively. That Gucci flow, I'm selling shit, the mother boys irrelevant. Luna and Confederate fraternity, they stepping shit. I'm slizzy off that grizzy, dripping izzy, chilling with my bitches. Big ol' booty bitch, she bout to get ripped to pieces. Young nigga be smashing on your bitch, she fucking me like she need me. Might pull up back to back on Luna and them Grandma Kesey. Got my foot up on that neck, 421, I can't brizzy.
Man, run the shit.
You know X Games mode.
I ain't doing no pop my shit, bro. You know how we get out with this shit, nigga. Mafia way.
I don't practice this shit, it just put together. I'm Mr. Big, go like big in that Gucci sweater. I rock Cartier frames, cause they round with you. And yes, I'm a cheat if she reply too late. I still want that box Chevy like big homie, nigga. And Jumbo taught me target practice, so it's on me, nigga. Food stamp, baby, we off noodles and bologna, nigga. We tossed them nickel bags around cause we was hungry, nigga. And all these hoes been on Luna, we ain't gotta argue. If I done smash, I seen the news and she smashed my bar. Facts on top of facts, racks on top of racks. I see my ex with a good guy and still don't want her back. Big smooth nigga, watch me operate it. Drip got these ratchet hoes ovulate. Old hoes feeling like they obligated. All up on my dick, they feel like I done made it.
You know X Games mode.
Man, let's get to it, man. Let me get on some real shit for real. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go. Let's go. Let's take a trip. Tasco, come in here, girl, and emailed you. Let me do some dope shit for you. Come on in here, sis. Let's go. Shout out to the GOAT, goddammit.
It's the GOAT. Cut, you killing them.
Let's go. Let's go. Big dog Philly OG. I see y'all old dude. Let's go.
You going crazy.
Hey, I'm on the interstate, blending with the traffic, bruh. Doing speed limit, riding with no passenger. I'm not the middleman, nor am I the packager, cause I don't sell drugs. Look, I'm the trafficker. I'm the trafficker. I'm moving. I'm the trafficker. I'm moving. I'm the trafficker. I'm moving. I'm the trafficker. Yeah. Pull up in your state, ain't worried about no crackers, bruh. Look, I don't sell drugs. Hey, I'm the trafficker. Hey, me moving ni mota, mi moving ni coca. Aquí en la chocha, si la vida loca. Mucho dinero, me fucking with Peter. We got what you need, we got what you quiero. Killers on pedal, they do what I said. Murder for peso, they call it a queso. Me copy from Papi, we don't copy from Bobby. Senor Bobby too sloppy, he policia copy. Gallete meyate, get hit with the shotty. He caca, he pate, pinche tu madre. Mexican borders, we know all the quarters. From Texas to Florida, we moving them orders. I'm Africano, Americano, but I speak Chicano, and I speak Tejano. Look, I am Fuego, jalapeno, habanero, super hot, black Latino, Jamaican. I'm on the interstate, blending with the traffic, bro. Doing speed limit, riding with no passenger. I'm not the middleman, nor am I the packager, cause I don't sell drugs. Look, I'm the trafficker, I'm moving. 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 I'm the trafficker. Yeah. Pull up in your state, ain't worried about no crackers, bro. I don't sell drugs. Hey, I'm the trafficker. Moving at work while I work, working at work while I move. Moving at work is my work, working at work is my tool. Watch how I work with the work, I make it work with the work. Watching my workers working at work while they working with work. I made it back with the work, I pull him back with the work. Workers unloaded my truck, yeah, I picked it back with the work. They like, he back with the work. Y'all put the work in the bag. See, I just traffic the work. Y'all put the work in the bag. I put it down with the work. Rich man pounds with the work. Make over clowns with the work. Take over towns with the work. Get paid on top for the work. My plug got lots of the work. Y'all might not see me no more if I ever get stopped with this work. I can go fed off the work. Might end up dead off the work. I make my bread off the work. So I ain't scared of the work. Working the circuit with work. I'm damn near perfect with work. Say it's a drive on the work. Watch how I surf with the way. I'm on the interstate, blending with the traffic, bro. Doing speed limit, riding with no passenger. I'm not the middleman, nor am I the packager, cause I don't sell drugs. Look, I'm the trafficker, I'm moving. 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 I'm the trafficker. Pull up in your state, ain't worried about no crackers, bro. Look, I don't sell drugs. Hey, I'm the trafficker, I'm the trafficker.
Yes, sir, I'm back in them mode. I got them calling me Russell. And boy, they out of control. That nigga lip, zip. Get it with that like a hoe. I guess I'm back in my boat. Look like I'm back on that stove. I got them calling me Russell. Yes, sir, I'm back in them mode. I got them calling me Russell. And boy, they out of control. Yes, sir, I'm back in them mode. I got them calling me Russell. And boy, they out of control. Yes, sir, I'm back in them mode. I got them calling me Russell. And boy, they out of control. That nigga lip, zip. Get it with that like a hoe. I guess I'm back in my boat. Look like I'm back on that stove.
Yes, I'm back in the mode. Within my shine, I'm a beast. I'm kinda getting obese. Doctor said I had to stop eating beets. I'm a red-nosed pig, far from a stray, but I've been off the leash. Got ties with the market beast. Say you wanna feature for me? Shit is gonna cost you a fee. You know, got Bobby back in the mode. Ever since I came home, got word that Dolo got on. You know, for sure. Created a lane of my own. So how the fuck you put me on? What kind of dope you smoking on? Let's go. My tolerance zero. Give it a ring. This mean my niggas keep the wheels in the arenas. In the 7 Series Beamer. With a splash of Alpina. Name a fatter nigga cleaner. Got a bitch a half a name Medina. Got a bitch a half a name. Come on, man.
Show. That's her, I'm back in that mode. I got them calling me Russell. That boy that out of control. That nigga lip, zip. Yeah, that boy that like a hoe. I guess I'm back in my bowl. Look like I'm back on that stove. You know, show. That's her, I'm back in that mode. I got them calling me Russell. That boy that out of control. That nigga lip, zip. Yeah, that boy that like a hoe. I guess I'm back in my bowl. Look like I'm back on that stove.
You know I'm back in that mode. This shit like crack on the stove. Pass up the dope to Magnolia, he cook it up. That's why they packing the show. Since she wanna link up with me, I put her ass on the bowl. You know I'm strapped with that pole. I put that pap to your nose. Go hard in the paint and I smash on these pussies. I'm feeling like Shaq in the post. I'm gon' get big, I'm go hard in these pussies until I get tagged in the post. I did my research, he ain't got no credentials, but homie be bragging the most. Watch me dismantle the gold. I have your ass on the ropes.
You know, for sure. Yes, sir, I'm back in that mode. I got them calling me Russell. That boy that out of control. That nigga lip, zip. Yeah, that boy that like a hoe. I guess I'm back in my bowl. Look like I'm back on that stove. You know, for sure. Yes, sir, I'm back in that mode. I got them calling me Russell. That boy that out of control. That nigga lip, zip. Yeah, that boy that like a hoe. I guess I'm back in my bowl. Look like I'm back on that stove. You know.
I don't really like that. You better ask, bitch, I'm a cheat code. I let niggas have their time, but I want it back. Bitch, it's a repo. They hating it, fuck. It's now my roommate. Stay with me. I feel like I'm Russell. These boys in the red, they don't wanna play with me. Back in that mode. No more of the brakes, I'm back on the gas. I'm talking my back bike. What the fuck is you saying? I'm back on their ass. I'm live from the kitchen. I'm back in my bowl. They missing my whip. Hey, wait, let me fix it. I noticed that dope, but then let me sip. Yeah, young nigga ready. I'm a little nigga, big, but I'm heavy. Off the muscle, I come in here flex. Bitch, I'm beating that shit at a rest. You know what going on, ain't no guess. Who the fuck said I was gone? Whoever said it was wrong? 2, 2, 3, I'm back in my zone. Yeah, young nigga ready.
Me, nigga, you never win. Flyer than you ever was. Fresher than you ever. Hating me, nigga, you never win. Flyer than you ever was. You on the internet looking dumb. This shit don't never end. Flyer than you ever was. Fresher than you ever. Hating me, nigga, you never win. Flyer than you ever was, fresher than you ever been. You on the internet looking dumb. This shit don't never end. Blabbing on about a bunch of shit that you never did. It's going down. Shut it down. That's a certain fact. You a clown, a living circus act. Jealous, ain't they? That's the reason they looking stupid. You was dissing on me. What a shame. Nobody viewed the nigga. Stupid is what stupid does. Must be retarded, and this shit go for most of you niggas. Don't get me started, I will walk you down. In this hour, it be the darkest, it be broad day. Niggas is still catch it regardless. Bitches thought I wouldn't go far. I wasn't one to fail. Didn't want me, now that it's on. They looking dumb as hell. Fuck you thought, never look back. This shit is funny, and I'm going off the simplest fact that you a dummy.
That you cry for me, cause I would never cry for you. I know you're getting tired of things. I've been getting tired of you.
You still a big dummy, an idiot, a dummy. And I don't fuck with stupid, not for any kind of money. You still a big dummy, stupid bitch, you a dummy. You know you see me winning and you still ain't learned from it. Cause you's a big dummy. To my eyes, you see I'm high as a bitch. So really, what makes you think I give a fuck you exist? Shit, I elevated. With this music, they up the payment. But when niggas hate it, I get easily frustrated. You a big dummy. Your decisions is where you fall short. I find better use of my time, making the walls talk. Dangerous, a letter for clip. Then spit another round, the barrel pointed over you niggas. I had to dumb it down. Your Facebook picture was one of the worst. See, the truth is, shorty, you a bum and it hurts. You at the social service building every month on the first. A bunch of low life bitches that been under the dirt. Bitches thought I wouldn't go far. I wasn't one to fail. Now you trying to give me your heart. You looking dumb as hell. Sleep it off, take you a nap. This shit is funny and I'm going off the simplest fact that you a dummy.
That you cry for me, cause I would never cry for you. I know you're getting tired of things. I've been getting tired of you.
You still a big dummy, an idiot, a dummy. And I don't fuck with stupid, not for any kind of money. You still a big dummy, stupid bitch, you a dummy. You know you see me winning it for
you. I know you that you cry.
I'm taking with that. This shit is funny and I'm going off the simplest fact that you a dummy.
That you cry for me, cause I would never cry for you. know you're getting tired of things. I've been getting tired of you. Fuck
You still a big
you cry.
It's the go.
Hey, just got off the pack. I just left the store, I'm about to head back. Gotta call my plug again, they asking where it's at. Niggas on the drugs again and don't know how to act. Hey, I just got off the pack. I just left the store, I'm about to head back. Gotta call my plug again, they asking where it's at. Niggas on them drugs again and don't know how to act. Hey, I just got off the pack. Half a brick of salt for 20 pounds of that batch. Gram for gram like Uncle Sam, you know I tax. Know a freak little hoes, they bustin' off for flats. If shit freak little hoe, I'ma bust all on the back. When I do it, you know I do it to the max. We in Neiman, we in Gucci, we in Saks. I got the Uzi and Gino got the Mac. You ever play with the G, I turn you to a pack. Boy, you can't take the heat, it turned you to a rat. I'm trying to shake this D and serve all of this crack. You know we play for keys, you play with me instead. Get in that water, see us swimming for them racks. You see them blues all in my denim, bitch, them stacks. I probably need an intervention, and that's facts. My Remy dirty, this 30 got me relaxed. Just got off the pack. I just left the store, I'm about to head back. Gotta call my plug again, they asking where it's at. Niggas on the drugs again and don't know how to act. Hey, I just got off the pack. I just left the store, I'm about to head back. Gotta call my plug again, they asking where it's at. Niggas on the drugs again and don't know how to act. Gotta call my plug again, they asking where it's at. Niggas on them drugs again and don't know how to act. Hey.
It's the go.
Nobody's bad as me, nobody's bad as me. More guns the merrier, more guns the merrier. Nobody's bad as me, nobody's bad as me. Front if you dare and I'll change your whole anatomy. For real.
Drake, Cyphers.
Hey man, y'all know what it is.
It's the go.
You kill them. Cut, you kill them. You kill them. You kill them. You kill them.
Hey nigga, I'm nice in the morning, I'm nice at the nighttime. Nigga, I might be nice in the daytime, but nigga, I tell you what, we nice all together. Hey man, I hope Tasco heard that, man, I don't know, man. Okay. Hey, what up, God? How you doing? I like that shit right there. I like that shit, nigga. Stay right there. That's that Drake car. That shit hard. Juice, I see you. Gene, I see y'all. Enox, I see y'all. He not nice. I see y'all. Anthony Lowe, I see you, girly girl. Jeremiah Myers is up in here with his crazy ass big dog Philly OG. No love, nigga. While I'm bullshitting.
money on my mind and I can't fall short. Always keep it thousand, slow mo. Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind and I can't fall short. Always keep it thousand, slow mo.
Yeah, what up? What up? What up? What up? Don't make me do it. I will, cause I ain't hearing nothing.
I'm peon every member of your recon, and you never see them come back like a respawn. The finest from the earth, not looking my age. Put a diamond in the air, then I diamond dollars paid. Bitch, I'm no lame, I don't act nor stage. Who let the dog out? Got more bars than your cage. Newsflash, I get more head than do-rags. Flow so good it could never be too bad. I'm the same dude exposing the lies from newscasts. His story is a story, and I conclude that. Fair warning for all them niggas that's after me. Have docs touching up your face, Grey's Anatomy. Bottom of the ninth, and I'm still thinking playoff. Drake calls, we make these niggas day job stay odd. I'm a big threat to this new cancer. My rage off the mood scanner. I stay green, don't call it Bruce Banner.
Nobody's bad as me, nobody's bad as me. More guns the merrier, more guns the merrier. Nobody's bad as me, nobody's bad as me. What if you dare and I can't your whole anatomy? Yeah. Dollar bill. Yeah. What if you dare and I can't your whole anatomy?
Yeah, once the message is sent, extinction level event, you gon' see your demons when you make it sin. Out here getting money, and nigga, I ain't leaving the sin. The rap god, I make you niggas repent for spitting that bullshit. The barrel long like a pool stick. You gotta pull your tool quick, then it's click, boom. I keep the metal like I'm Dr. Doom. I've been a problem since I came out the womb. The 40 cal will clear the room. Me and Chris Cyphers will be the seeing soon. This is that flame underneath the spoon. I told you this shit automatic, while the street scholars understand them, and the corporations holding rap for ransom. I'm walking in them offices like Brian Pillman, the loose cannon. Overall, this 99 club, that's all matting. You ain't killing nothing, that's all capping. Don't come around here with your rhyme slacking. When I pick up the mic, you know what happens.
Gentlemen's press conference, and we're really gonna find out what all you yes men, what all you obsequious lapdogs that are telling Monsoon and Dylan what they want to hear when they want to hear it. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Run up a comma, run up a gunner. I'm tryna give me 100. I kick this shit like a punter, keep a stick like a hunter. I turn this shit to the jungle. I came in straight out the dungeon, ready to rumble. I get the ball and won't fumble. Say that they ready for war. I jump out the car and shoot your ass up at your mama's. I did this shit for the winter and for the summer. I fucked your bitch in the hum. I fucked your bitch at your house, all in your bed. You can't move around the corner. Niggas be hating on bosses, niggas be faking. You niggas really be running. Still I'm talking to these bitches, ain't got no money. You niggas really be frontin'. Niggas be hating on you. Oh, when I see you.
One when the feel you could eat through. Been get money since niggas was rocking they diesel. Pocket looking like an equal. Bitches on me when they see me, bitch, stop it, I see you. I ain't stopping when I see you. Niggas be talking about choco pop out when I see you. Bake the chocolate, you see me.
I get that money, I'm chasing that sack, I'm a bag mover. Pump that pad like I'm jab doodle. Sort the pack, I'm a fast mover. Remember them days I was back in that trap and I had to go give me a sack. Catch a play and then I run in the back. Nigga playing, know he bound to get whack. Boy, that's a fact. I fucking cookie gelato, you know I be keeping it thick. All of these pussy ass niggas be talking, I let you pop all of your shit in the back. And I been rocking that Gucci, that Louis designer, you know I been dripping in specs. Bitches on me and they tryna attack. Why they say they tryna see where I'm at? Me and Jazzy, bitch, you turn to the maze. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What the What that fella need, what that heifer need. Can't get caught with these, what are those felonies? Look, trying to keep the hood straight with they fellow knees. Look, when I made it back safe, I just fell on knees. Thank the Lord for the hustle that just fell on me. In these streets, I'm trying my hardest not to fellow knees. Keep the Lord for the straight with they fellow me. In these streets, I'm trying my hardest not to fellow knees. Thank the Lord for the hustle that just fell on me. In these streets, I'm trying my hardest not to fellow knees. Keep a popper and some paper for my bell on me. If I have to pop, I pray my blick don't fell on me. Ain't gon' tell me when they coming, they gon' bell on me. Every time them hoes get caught, they gon' tell on me. There's a lot of people out here wishing hell on me. Niggas ratting law enforcement got they trail on me. Cause they know that I got something that's for sale on me. Nothing heavy, private stock, it's some mellow weed. Yeah, mellow weed, car, mellow weed. Make you say, ooh la la, you in hella weed. You can tell I keep that Zod cause it smell on me. Probably why these pretty bitches wanna smell on me. I don't sweat up, see, I just let her be. I might call her something that start with the letter B. I just let her see, you'll never be. Just be all that you can be, never me. I can sell a key, I can sell a pea. Make her think it's lemonade, I can sell a pea. Got a big old ass shaking like it's Jello C. Every time they see me with her, I smell jealousy. Built like Nick the Stallion, but she got some better need. Got her gossiping and looking for some better tea. Find you something else to talk about instead of me. I'm just trying to find a plug with some better fees. I'm just trying to hit a plug with some cheddar cheese. Catch me whipping up another, I got recipes. I be whipping up that butter like a yellow tea. Catch me cooking like my mother in a yellow tea. I got stripes like a zebra in a referee. I gave everybody slices, say the rest for me. I got 40 dead homies, may they rest in peace. I'm still praying for their families, may they rest in peace. I can't give you everything, this is just a piece. There's a big storm brewing, this is just a peak. 10,000 new followers, it's been just a week. She been fucking everything, she is just a freak. I ain't had to say a thing, open sesame. Something strange for some change, get it nick to me. I ain't had to pay a thing, got the nick free. Pussy fat and fuzzy, man, like a nectarine. When she giving up that neck, I'ma name her nectarine. In my phone, under neck, get that nectarine. I proposed to the neck, made that neck a queen. I got married to the neck, gave that neck a ring. If that neck disrespect, get that neck a ring. Where you at? Bring the check and that neck to me. Where's destiny? That's my destiny. If I had an eye on my knee, that's my legacy. Legacy, get it, legacy. If I had an eye on my knee, that's my legacy. Legacy, legacy. Ask them what my real name, they say Lester C. Yeah, Lester C. Yeah, Lester C. Yeah, I done seen more than most nads, Lester C.
I feel like this armor on me. 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 You gon' need an army for me. I feel like this armor on me. Yeah, you gon' need an army for me. I know niggas not my homies. Why I got this chopper on me? Flying through the central, TPD got helicopters on me. Know they said the top is lonely, but I lost Selena before she got the lonely. So no, this is not about the rolling, cause now I feel like I'm dying slowly. So please don't act like you know me. Me and Tony. Never leave the house without. Always got the blicky on me. Now I gotta chase it down. Can't nobody get it for me. Married to the block, me and this Glock in holy matrimony. Gun look like an action photo. I'm getting off this 30, I wouldn't pass the code, nigga. Cause I feel like this armor on me. You gon' need an army for me. I feel like this armor on me, yeah. You gon' need an army for me. I'm taking blunts to the head for all of my niggas that's dead. I ain't not smoking no ops. My niggas been through a lot. Taking blunts to the head, see, I heard what niggas is saying. That's why I keep one in my hand. That's why I keep one in the head. Ain't no time to reminisce. You know what the business is. You know what we living in. Every man get it in. Would I give $1 billion to see my mama? Well, it depends. What would that be leaving my kids? Might make me think again. I can feel the reaper coming. You better hope that I don't see him coming. I got the chopper with the titties on it. I can hear that motherfucker drumming. You gon' need an army with you. Most these niggas artificial. Take you to the central, they gon' see what type of heart is in you. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest Jordan that's to give me pussy. Cause I feel like this armor on me. You gon' need an army for me. I feel like this armor on me, yeah. You gon' need an army for me. I'm taking blunts in the air for all of my niggas that's dead. I ain't not smoking no ops. My niggas been through a lot. Taking blunts in the head, see, I heard what niggas is saying. That's why I keep one in my hand. That's why I keep one in the head.
It's the GOAT. Cut, you killing them. It's the GOAT. Cut, you killing them.
What up? Nigga just be sitting back listening and shit. I ain't mad at the guys.
Hey, no, yeah, Jordan Mix. You know what I'm saying?
I know you be sitting back listening. I ain't mad at you. As soon as you hit the panel, I'm like, hold up, let me go on and keep on going, nigga. Hope y'all like what y'all was hearing, man. Y'all niggas great. Niggas great. Oh damn, I took the wrong shit off. Go, man, you there? What we on, man? We on this Lost History playlist?
I mean, yeah, let's get to it.
It starts with Ohio locating the largest stone pyramid. Let's go.
Everybody, video here for you today. You notice I'm filling in my place marks here on my ancient American map. There is one place I want to talk about before I get to videos coming from different parts of the world. I did a video on this place a couple years ago.
Hey, Chief, can you talk over this? I want to make sure you hear yourself and we can hear each other.
Here you see I have a stone pyramid marked just east of Buckeye Lake here, south of Newark.
Can you hear me, Chief?
Miles, I believe. But this is just a general place mark. I thought this stone mound was totally removed. Did some reading. Let's just go to a PDF. Here's a video I made in May 2018. The reason why I put dam in the title is because stones from this pyramid mound were hauled off about 200 years ago to make a dam or a dike at the west end of Buckeye Lake. This is the largest reported stone structure, pyramid mound, found north of Mexico. This is a pretty important place and just kind of lost to history. Now, here is a PDF I found a few days ago, and this was highly important. Shows a map from 1866 with the stone mound documented right there. And the way these old roads are kind of fits with current road systems, so I can locate exactly where this stone mound is. And I didn't think that was possible a couple years ago when I made the video. I thought the mound was totally removed. But this map gave me the key to finding where the mound was. You notice this road that comes out of Jacksontown here, comes down this way, southeast, and then goes straight south. At this point right here, also this road right here comes down and then goes straight south right here. Well, this goes straight south pretty much right at current day I-70. You notice that one road coming out of Jacksontown here, then going south right here. This followed a road that existed 150 years ago. Here's that other road, 324, comes down here and goes straight south at I-70. Then you look over here on the map. This must be the I-70 corridor currently. Right down here, the stone mound is just south of it here. So we know that the stone mound has to be in this area right here that's covered in trees. And there is one spot right here that is kind of open. And to me, I've been looking at this for about a day now. I think that's the location of the Great Stone Mound Pyramid of Ohio right there. Once again, here is the old map, Jacksontown, the stone mound found right here. Here's Google Earth today, Jacksontown, and that stone mound, I believe, is right there. Fits perfectly with everything I'm seeing. Just reading about this ancient stone structure here, it says the Reservoir Stone Mound, also known as the Jacksontown Stone Mound, the Great Stone Mound, the Jury Stone Mound, was the largest Aboriginal stone structure north of Mexico. Originally, it was between 12 and 15 meters, 40 to 50 feet in height, and between 55 and 61 meters in diameter. That's about 180 to 200 feet. According to a writing in the 1866 annual report of the Smithsonian Institution, it was surrounded by a low fosse, a parapet of an ovate form with a gateway on the east end, leaving a large open area on the west end of the mound within the enclosure. The site is located on a prominent hilltop, approximately 2.4 kilometers southeast of Jacksontown, Ohio. And going over to Google Earth again here, let's see how far that is from Jacksontown here, the place I have marked. Up on that hilltop, perfectly described in that article, about 2.33 kilometers. So that seems to match up perfectly with that location I showed you at the beginning. Just reading a little bit more about this important stone pyramid mound. It says the mound achieved considerable notoriety in 1860 when the second and most celebrated of the so-called Newark Holy Stones was discovered at the site. Although many scholars initially accepted the holy stones as genuine relics of antiquity, eventually they were determined to be fraudulent to the satisfaction of the archaeological community, if not individuals with ideological reasons for promoting their authenticity. Ironically, this 15 minutes of fame, followed by more than a century of infamy, appears to have cast a pall of suspicion over everything relating to the mound, which may be one reason for otherwise entirely unjustified subsequent neglect of this remarkable ancient monument. Whatever the cause, this neglect is unfortunate because this extraordinary site is deserving of more attention than it has received. The dating of this stone mound, based on some wood they found inside this stone pyramid mound, came out to be about 1900 years old. It says, in 1822, Joseph Sampson published an appeal to preserve this venerable mound because it was by far the noblest monument of antiquity now extant in North America. In spite of this laudable, if perhaps slightly hyperbolic appeal, beginning in 1823, somewhere between 10,000 and 25,000 wagon loads of stone were removed from the mound to provide riprap for the Licking Reservoir, now Buckeye Lake, located only a few kilometers to the southeast. Now here's where it got a little surprising for me. I thought the mound was totally dismantled when the dam was being constructed. It says, although the destruction was extensive, it was by no means complete. Charles Whittlesey examined the mound in 1838, described it, even now a commanding object rising among the trees of a thrifty western forest. He writes, 15 feet of the apex was removed many years since by a believer in Robert Kidd's treasures, and a cavity sunk nearly to the bottom with much labor. It says people were still carrying off stones for masonry in 1850. It says in 1896, Warren K. Moorhead documented the surviving remnants of the mound as extending 189 feet northeast, 207 feet northwest, average height 8.5 feet, and a maximum height of 12 feet. So there was still a mound remaining about 120 years ago, some remnants of it at least. Also in this PDF, they have a pic. Somebody knows the location of this ancient stone mound here, trees, vegetation, grass growing on the top of what remains of the mound here. Now, Moorhead did some excavation trenches into this mound in areas where he thought were undisturbed sections of the mound, but he concluded that nearly the whole of the original area covered had been disturbed by those vandals who had removed the stone for the Licking Reservoir. Thus, in the interest of modern progress, was destroyed one of the most important and imposing, if not unique, tumuli in the entire Ohio Valley. Moorhead, 1897. Now, this surprised me even more. It says a survey of the site conducted by the Ohio Department of Transportation in 1993 determined that the stone mound is still an impressive structure. The report states that the stones occurred over a distance of 185 feet from east to west, and that the stone pile ranged in height from 8 to 12 feet above the level of the rise crest. The authors of the Department of Transportation survey concluded, however, that it is difficult to determine what portions of the overall stone pile represent intact mound remnants as opposed to material displaced during previous excavations. Here is a simple sectional view of this pyramid, this stone mound. It seemed to be more round than square, but there was a burial found down at the bottom. It was laid out on a log burial platform. See right there a diagram of it. This is a very simple diagram. This does not show proper proportion of the mound. It was said to be 40 to 50 feet tall. That's as large as some of the Adena mounds, the larger ones, but somebody certainly knows where this mound is located today. I think we all do too now. One small piece of history from this stone mound still exists here. This is in the Peabody Museum of Natural History at Yale University. But just reading here, this says a fragment of wooden burial platform from the Reservoir Stone Mound, Newark, Ohio, shown prior to the removal of a small section for radiocarbon dating. And that's a piece that they got the date of about 1900 years ago for the construction of this stone pyramid mound. I will leave the link for this PDF below, but this seemed to be a very important place, maybe a capital site thousands of years ago. Why would they have built a large stone structure, pretty much the largest one, north of Mexico, here in Ohio? This had to be a very important place. Apparently, this is what it looks like today. Now, when I made this video almost 2.5 years ago, these diagrams didn't make any sense based on the site description, but do we have an accurate pic of what this mound, it was said to be a circular mound, 180 feet in diameter. Do we have an accurate pic of what this may look like? Well, we might. Now, here is a pic, a drawing I came across in my Ancient America series. There is no good description of where this comes from. It says Ancient America Battle Mound, but these mounds had nothing to do with warfare. Was there a story being put out at a remarkable discovery made in Ohio? Could this possibly depict it? Well, I think it represents what is described at the site a lot better than the drawings that we have by the people that were here from the Smithsonian and other places. That is just a wild guess, but they said it was a large circular stone mound, 40 to 50 feet high, 10 to 20,000 wagonfuls of stone were taken away from this mound when they created the dam at the west end of Buckeye Lake. So this stone structure had to have been huge because a lot of it still remains, apparently. At least it did in 1993. So that is my video on the Reservoir Stone Mound, everything I have learned about locating ancient sites, how to use old maps. I believe that's where it is right there. just east of Columbus, just southeast of Jacksontown right there. That old map gives up the location. But I think that's a very important site. Those people that were here over 100 years ago were kind of desperate, and they're pleased to preserve this ancient site. A lot of them said how important it seemed. I agree with them. That's some lost history coming from Ohio. Lost stone pyramid mound, the largest one north of Mexico ever found. Ancient America series, pretty fascinating. More to come. Hope you thought that was cool. You all have a very nice day. Hey everybody, video here for you today. Going back to Ancient America. Now back in 2015, I made 15-20 videos on Ancient America, and that got me interested. Then in the spring of 2018, started making another Ancient America series, and that's what I'm still doing today. The very first video I did in the spring of 2018 was on this place, so I'm going to talk about it again today. A lot of these places, the important ones. I'm doing some remakes of videos I made a few years ago. Right down here, this is the site. Place they call Watson Break, right down here. The site is not open to the public, but it's right down here. Ancient mounds going back 5,400 years at least, right down here. Here's an artist illustration of the Watson Break site. Remember 5,400 years ago? That's what they say it dates to. And remember, I've learned this in my Ancient America videos, when a place is dated to 5,400 years ago, that's at least how old it is, and that's important. But man, 5,400 years ago, that's before the first dynasty of Egypt. That's before the proto-dynastic period. That stretches back into the murky pre-dynastic period that we know virtually little about. Well, this site here in Louisiana, 5,400 years old, we don't know bleep about the culture who built these. Here's a video I made back in March of 2018, and this is really the one that kicked off my newest Ancient America series that I'm still working on today. Watson Break is about 60 miles from the massive Poverty Point site. Notice the massive earthen rings that go around here. They stop right up here, but I think at one point in history, they came all the way around here. This was a big, massive circle. I think flooding took out some of these rings right down here. Then we have one of the biggest mounds in Ancient America right down here. How this was originally shaped to be intended to be, anybody's guess, but massive earthen project right down here. Here's LiDAR of the huge Poverty Point site. Notice a massive mound right there, kind of an odd shape. And we go right up here. Here is LiDAR, the Watson Break site. So to give you an idea of the landscape here, the mounds, how they are laid out. Is Watson Break the oldest mound site? Well, I made a video on the Frenchman Bend Mounds, 6,800 years old. I made that video during the shutdown. Here it says, LSU mounds could be the oldest man-made structure, but peer review is necessary, professor says. This is Brooks B. Elwood. He is the professor in LSU's Department of Geology and Geophysics. He thinks that these mounds go back more than 11,000 years. I'd like to read his report on that, but I find that very interesting. Here's a mound at Watson Break, one of the larger ones, trees, vegetation, old leaves on it and stuff. But when getting the chronological order of these sites put together, this is an important one. There are sites that came earlier, but this seemed to be a very important site. And then Poverty Point, built right nearby 2,000 years later. I think this had a very important influence on the starting of the Poverty Point culture, that is for sure. Here's a site plan of Watson Break. These mounds are labeled with letters through A through J, it looks like. So there are a number of mounds here. Could be some astronomical observations built in these. That's just what it looks like to my mind's eye. Here is one very old pic of one of the mounds here. Looks like it was kind of cut into here, but there's an old look. The Watson Break site. Here's a website I will leave below, a little artist illustration there. It says Watson Break, an area mound south of Monroe, was discovered by local archaeologist Rika Jones more than 30 years ago. Since then, she has worked tirelessly to have the area declared a state park to preserve its treasures. And since we cannot visit this site, it's not publicly owned. Let's listen to a news report that I found from a little earlier this year. This will give us a little look at the site. Let's just watch the video here.
A complex complex of ancient mounds is hidden in the woods of North Louisiana, south of Monroe. It's known as Watson Break.
And since much of the site is on our private property, it's not a place you can visit. But Dave McNamara gives us a tour in tonight's Heart of Louisiana.
We walked about a half mile through the woods as the trail blended with the raw forest. Our footsteps echoed through the green canopy of leaves. We were stepping on ground where ancient people lived thousands of years ago.
They were hunters, fishers, and gatherers.
Dr. Diana Greenlee, an archaeologist and professor at University of Louisiana Monroe, leads me to one of the oldest complexes of ancient mounds in America.
This is kind of the big great-granddaddy of them all, right?
So far, that's what it would appear. I mean, there are some that are older, but this is really complex and really just pretty amazing.
Through the trees, we finally see the shape of the largest mound rising from the forest floor. It's a massive amount of dirt that stands 25 feet tall.
Looks like they started construction around 5,400 years ago, and they would have stopped sometime around 4,800 years ago.
That means these structures were built before the Great Pyramids and Stonehenge. This large mound is among 11 man-made mounds connected by an oval-shaped ridge. The Watson Brake site was first reported to archaeologists in the early 1980s by a local resident who noticed the earthworks after the land was cleared of timber. Some of the mounds only rise a few feet, but others dominate the landscape. But why these mounds were built remains a mystery.
It could be that it was a way to reinforce relationships and cooperation. It could be signaling to other people that, you know, hey, we have the resources and the people that we can build cool stuff like this, so you should cooperate with us.
There is no public access to this mound site. The state has been able to acquire some of the area, but half of this is still privately owned. Researchers believe that ancient people occupied this site off and on for a period of several hundred years. Some Middle Archaic artifacts have been found here.
There are distinctive projectile points, spear or dart points, called Evans points. They have a distinctive notch. We have fired earth blocks or cubes. So these are undecorated. They're made of the dirt that's been fired.
You ever think about what life was like for these folks 4,000 or 5,000 years ago?
Yeah, I do. They're together with their family group, you know, and other groups, whether they're here all the time together or whether they're just getting together once in a while. But I can imagine that they saw that as a fun time, and they're working together on a project.
Watson Brake is one of more than 800 mound sites that have been discovered around Louisiana. It shows how people built a large place to live together as they hunted and fished and lived off the land. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 Local First.
I just thought that was good to show. I will leave the link for that news station report on Watson Brake in the description. 5,400 years ago, this place got started. Poverty Point, people look at that as a very ancient site in ancient America. Well, this site is 2,000 years older, and there are sites older than this. So putting together the chronological order of all these mound sites, that's a pretty important thing to do. We're just starting to do that, really, just beginning today. This is becoming a more popular subject. I notice a lot of ancient history channels making videos on ancient American sites. I think that is great, but here's a map. Watson Brake is here. This is the Frenchman's Bend mound site, pretty close. Talked about that. I think that goes back to about 4,800 BC, if I remember. I mentioned the Hedgepeth site. Lower Jackson site, right next to Poverty Point. That's like 1,500 years older than Poverty Point. Do we really have the dating on Poverty Point accurate? Well, not so sure, but here are a few other sites. Might talk about one or two of those in the upcoming weeks or months. But ancient America, the history, just a lot more incredible than we can even imagine. I just wanted to do this video here today. Watson Brake, kind of a hazy mystery, 5,400 years old when this place got started, they say. So how far back was this culture flourishing before this site was erected? It had to have been flourishing for a long time. Is it associated to the Poverty Point culture that came up 2,000 years later nearby? Well, that is video on the Watson Brake site going back to 3,400 BC at least. I know I have some viewers in this area. If you're familiar with the Duck Dynasty show, I guess their house is within a few miles of here. That is a video coming from ancient America, Louisiana down here, fairly close to Poverty Point, but built 2,000 years earlier. What do we really know about ancient America? Well, I think we're starting to put together this story slowly but surely. Hope you thought that was interesting. You all have a very nice day. Everybody, video here for you today. I've talked about a lot of sites in Ohio, one yesterday. Here are some of the sites, and I still know I have some sites yet to enter on here. Some of these sites I talked about quite a while ago, the Cincinnati Earthworks, a few of these other places, but still have about a half a dozen still on my list from Ohio to go. And I've had a lot of comments on giant skeletons being found and that controversy. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about that today because I found a good ancient mound site. And then while looking around the other night, I found about 3 more connected to it kind of. But why don't we go down to Knox County first of all? Fredericktown, Fredericktown is the name of the city. It's right down here. Some lost history we're going to talk about today, some mound sites that I just learned about recently. The mounds I'm going to show you today, I believe originally were like this one in Miamisburg. These are Edina mounds. They have a distinctive shape, and they go back maybe 2,000-3,000 years. They are the ones with the copper and the intricate artifacts, and some reports, very large skeletons. The first of these in Fredericktown I'm going to show you is called the Rowley Mound right down here. You can see the shape of it underneath the trees. This is one of these sites that is just kind of covered up today. I don't know how many people know about this site, but right down here, ancient mound that probably goes back about 2,000-3,000 years. Just not positive on that dating, but there is a Seventh-day Adventist church right here. That's common near a lot of these ancient sites. Next site in Fredericktown is called the Braddock Mound. It's right down here. Notice an elevation change. The mound is right here. Nice homes here, but then in the woods in the backyard, just kind of forgotten beneath the trees right here. The Braddock Mound, it's kind of up on a rise. It would have been seen from all around. And these other mound sites, you could probably view it from on top of this mound here. Next site, just to the south, Knox County. This is Mount Vernon down here. This is called the McLaughlin Mound. I don't know how many people are aware. There used to be a large Edina mound right in the middle of the cemetery here. But I was looking at some historical pics, and I know I got the site right here based on this cement work right into the mound, and then this tower, or whatever this is right here. Here's what is remaining of the McLaughlin Mound today. You see the cement work built right into the mound here, graves right at the base. They lopped off the very top of this mound decades ago. This is all that's left today. Here's a pic from 1915. Appears that tower has been there for over 100 years. There is a structure built into the mound, and there is what it looked like over 100 years ago. The conical Edina mound right in the middle of the cemetery here. You can really tell how much of this mound has been removed. See the top of the brick structure here and where the top of the mound is in current times, and then this is the way it looked way back when. In 1851, people started to be buried around here. In 1894, when a grave was being dug right in this area, they found a single burial, copper chest plate, copper bracelet, shell artifacts. Seemed to be a very important person. One burial. Today, surrounded by thousands. This cemetery it's massive. First thing here, large Edina mound, built probably 2,000-3,000 years ago. The dating, not quite sure. Let's go a little farther south here. Let's go down to the very small town of Homer. Right down here, there was a story written in 1824. Large skeletons found right down here. But this town didn't seem to grow very much from the time it was first settled. Right down here on the west end of town, large Edina mound right down here, still a little bit existing today. Not only a mound here, this is called the Dixon Mound. Still see it perfectly right there. But there was also an enclosure, a fort as it is described in the 1800s. And that is right here. You notice some elevation changes here, maybe a earthwork wall around that place. But that is a prehistoric village right there. Also reported right across the road here, the highway, whatever this is, there was a mound reported right off the cemetery here, might be right down here. Now, one of the most common questions I get is, what about all these giant skeletons found in the mounds from state to state? And a lot of these stories match up. Were people sensationalizing in the 1800s, or were they writing the best description they could? Well, here, this is a story from earlier this spring. Tales of prehistoric giants lurk near Homer. I have talked about really large skeletons being found in the Ohio area before, the Seat Mounds, I believe the Dover Mound just over the Ohio River, a few other places here. But it says the ancient mound in Homer is a rare surviving relic of the mound builders culture, which once flourished in central Ohio, leaving its wake of legends of giant skeletons found in mounds and temples excavated by early settlers who lacked the technology to preserve the giant bones. Here is an early map of Homer in 1854 with the landowners plotted out here. The gold star is a Dixon Mound that I was just showing you. But a little over, maybe a mile to the west, the Fulton property, it had a large mound that enclosed a stone structure. That is what is described. I guess we can only use our imaginations to try to figure out what was once there. Here's the area of the Fulton property in 1854. They said a farmhouse was built on the mound site. Not sure where this would be, but it said it enclosed a stone structure. I find that very fascinating. Not sure where this location is. I don't think we have a farmhouse from 1854 remaining, but it could.
You going checking in, man?
What up, go? You there, go? I see you, Mound City, straight smoke. I see y'all, man. Grateful. I see you. I see you, James.
They are reported on from many different states. Large skeletons, one here, reported to be over 8 feet tall, some 7-footers. Do I believe it 100%? No. Do I dismiss it? No.
My bad, I got y'all.
Full of ancient mysteries. Hope you thought that was cool. And you all have. Very nice day.
Everybody, video here for you today. Now, in a majority of my mound builder videos, and especially from this part of the world, I have mentioned copper artifacts, copper chest plates, copper jewelry, copper tubes, copper beads, copper fixed in the skulls of some people buried in the mounds. Well, let's talk about this mystery today. We're going to go down to Isle Royale National Park. This is off the northern tip of Minnesota, but this is actually Michigan, and it's right down here. Isle Royale is about 45, 50 miles long. I believe Randall mentioned it in one of his latest videos. You can just tell by looking closely at this island, this was carved by an ancient flood event. I've also had some messages on this feature off the northwestern tip. What is that exactly right there? Seems like a depression just off the northwest coast. I'm not sure what that is, but I find it interesting. It's pretty much the precise size as the Roseau structure I mentioned in my Younger Dryas video from a few weeks ago. Here's a story I saw pop up a few weeks ago. 4,500-year-old Isle Royale Copper Mining District named National Historic Landmark. Slowly over time, the full scale of this ancient mining has come to light on Isle Royale. It says the newly designated National Historic Landmarks Native American Copper Mining Cluster landscape as it looks today. Each person in the photo is positioned at the center of a mining pit. Here is another article from just a few weeks ago. Ancient native copper mines on Isle Royale named National Landmark. Indigenous people mined copper 4,500 years ago on the Lake Superior Island, using it for knives and spear tips. And here is a look by one of these ancient mines. We'll go over to Google Earth here. This is the area where this new designated area was found, right down here. It's called the Minong Mined area, based on some 19th century mines, but the area that these new mines were found in was right down here. Just reading a little here, it says, one of the oldest examples of indigenous mining documented in North America, a series of small Isle Royale copper mines has been designated an official National Historic Landmark. Archaeological and historical evidence suggests copper mining activity by native groups at the Minong copper mine started at least 4,500 years ago and continued into the 1900s. The National Park Service announced the designation Thursday, and this article is a few weeks old. Minong is the Ojibwe word for Isle Royale. The newly designated historical site covers about 200 acres on Lake Superior's largest island, including multiple small pits where copper was mined and an apparent settlement where native people lived near the mines at the McCargo Grove. The site also includes remnants of the Minong Mining Company, which mined on the island from 1875 to 1885, one of several short-lived copper mining operations on the island at the time. It says when humans first arrived in North America some 15 to 20,000 years ago, Isle Royale was still covered with thick glacial ice. The Park Service notes, by the time the ice receded from Lake Superior, based on whatever happened, and Isle Royale rose above the waters of the lake about 10,000 years ago, indigenous people had already begun to occupy parts of the Great Lakes. The island visitors developed a method of extracting raw copper from the bedrock by beating it free with rounded handheld beach cobbles. Numerous pits were dug in the most productive locations on the island, especially along the Minong Ridge. Recent archaeological excavations have uncovered a large number of hammerstones in the ancient mines, which are now filled by soil and covered with vegetation. Here's another link I will leave below. Overhead look at Isle Royale there. It says the area is believed to have been inhabited as far back as 4,500 years ago. And could it even been farther? Well, we'll talk about that. It says according to research published by Michigan Technological University, Michigan Tech, that is where my father went to college, it says pottery and tools, including projectile points, have been found at numerous sites. It seems people both inhabited the island and others only visited. It remains important to Ojibwe people today. But here, stone hammers from ancient mines of Isle Royale. This drawing was done by Newton Horace Winchell, and he was brought up in my interview with Scott Walter that I did a few years ago. Here's another article I found. This one's a bit older. It says miners left a pollution trail in the Great Lakes 6,000 years ago. Scientists find evidence of ancient copper mining in polluted lake sediments from Isle Royale National Park. And here is a look from the inside of a mine that was mined recently and in ancient times. But that is a look inside the entrance at the Minong Mine, located on Michigan's Isle Royale National Park. The site contains remnants of a 19th century copper mine as well as prehistoric mining activity. It says the veins of copper that ripple through its bedrock drew the attention of early Native Americans who used the metal to make tools. However, many details of their activities, such as when they mined, remain hidden behind the thick haze of time. Now, new research suggests that the Isle Royale mining boom peaked about 6,000 years ago and left a legacy of aquatic pollution. The high levels of copper, lead, and potassium in sediments from a cove on the island point to a long, intense period of indigenous mining. Researchers presented these results, published recently in the journal The Holocene, in a poster session on the 16th of December, 2014 at the American Geophysical Union Fall Meeting. Just reading a little more, it says evidence of ancient mining. European explorers first noticed evidence for indigenous copper mines back in the 1800s. In some places, miners had dug down more than 20 meters into bedrock, an impressive feat considering their limited tools. However, without a way to date the pits directly, the timing of these mining activities could only be loosely constrained by the ages of copper artifacts found in the Great Lakes region. Archaeologists have dated many objects associated with the so-called Old Copper Complex, but the objects span thousands of years. So what they did is they looked for pollution layer on the bottom related to the smelting of copper, and they dated that to over 6,000 years ago. But here are some copper artifacts used by the indigenous people. It says copper artifacts left by the Old Copper Complex. It says the spike in pollution began 6,500 years ago and lasted for about a millennium. Then abruptly it ended, suggesting the mining ended too. That's a long time ago. Pollution did not rise again until the mid-1800s, when mining resumed on Isle Royale and smelting began on the Keweenaw Peninsula and leaded gasoline emissions grew. The scientists do not know why mining screeched to a halt. They speculate that miners may have exhausted all easily accessible veins and moved on. Climate changes may have also played a role. Evidence from lake sediments around the Midwest suggests climate began to get drier. In time, geologic clues may continue to provide more information. Here's another article I will leave below. Here is a pic of ancient hammer stones atop the Poor Rock Pile near McCargo Cove, photographed in July 1954. It says, it will never be known when the first man ventured out across Lake Superior to Isle Royale, but by 2500 BC or shortly after, North American Indians began to exploit the pure copper deposits that were exposed on the surface of the island. Just reading a little more, it says more than 1,000 pits attributed to the ancient people have been located on the island, but since the activity covered a period of at least 1,500 years, there is no basis for suggesting any highly organized efforts to procure the copper. And that's all debatable, I guess. It says rather, the mining probably was pursued in the course of an annual round of hunting, fishing, and collecting berries and plants. The copper itself was cold hammered into knives, points, and a variety of ornaments, either on Isle Royale or taken to the mainland and then worked. Artifacts of Lake Superior copper ultimately made their way to the southern Lake states and New England, and really a majority of the upper ancient United States. It says, unfortunately, very little is known about the way of life of these earliest miners, since no habitation sites from the mining period have been located on Isle Royale. These ancient copper mines have been looked into for a long time. Here is Newton Horace Winchell, a giant in the field of geology in Minnesota, taught at the University of Minnesota, and here is his paper that he wrote on these ancient copper mines at Isle Royale in 1881. But some pretty interesting things in here. Talks about the geology of the whole copper mining thing, ancient artifacts, talks about other things. Here are some hammer stones from some of the mines that he saw, diagrams. I will leave this link below. Here's another link I will leave below. Copper mining. It says native copper vein on Washington Island, Isle Royale National Park. This view may be like what Native Americans found when they first visited the copper country. Such occurrences are not common anymore. They were dug out of the wave-washed shorelines. But here is a look at some of the geological processes that create the copper. A map here, and here is a look at many copper artifacts found in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. This comes from Michigan Tech University. Now, I will leave many links below. Here is another look at one of these sites on the island that they say was mined recently and in ancient times. And one of the reports from the early archaeologists who were here in the 1800s said he found a square temple mound, not very big, and he associated it with the mound builders. I found that very interesting because you don't hear another report of it. Is that still sitting out in the woods there, just overgrown and unrecognized? Well, I wonder about that. Just to give you an idea how vast some of the copper deposits were, here is the Ontonagon copper boulder. This weighed slightly over 3,700 pounds, almost 2 tons. And this is kept in the Smithsonian, and local tribes in the upper Great Lakes were trying to get this returned, part of their native heritage, and that was not allowed, and it's kept in the Smithsonian today. Now, to me, the most logical answer is the mound builders and that group with their massive trading network across the ancient United States. They are the most logical candidates to be doing most of the mining, but those very early dates of the mining makes you wonder. Here's an article from Graham Hancock's website. The shipping of Michigan copper across the Atlantic in the Bronze Age. This needed to be included in this video, but Jay Wakefield talks about shipwreck off the coast of Turkey where extraordinarily pure copper was found, and some people hypothesize that that came from the Great Lakes. I found this article very interesting, and since we have few solid answers for this very ancient mining, I think this needed to be included. But he shows a map of Isle Royale here, has a picture of an ancient mine coming from the UP of Michigan. And then there were some petroglyphs found in this area around these ancient mines. Does this have a connection to it? Well, that's all debatable, but here is a ship petroglyph clearly seen. There is a giant handprint from this area. Here are some other symbols. There is a man with a bird for the head. What does that represent? I've talked about the Birdman of Cahokia coming from the mound builders, other bird symbolism. Circle with the cross in the middle. What does that represent? Well, that's all debatable, but I found it very interesting here. Ancient petroglyphs in the area of these ancient copper mines. I've had more than a few requests for this video, and this is something I've always been interested in. My mom's family comes from the UP of Michigan. I'm familiar with places like Hancock, Houghton, Dollar Bay, Chassell, Calumet. But here's a look at a prehistoric copper mine coming from Isle Royale. This is just a fascinating topic. And the term copper country, well, I've heard that ever since I was a little kid. Now, I will also leave the link to this PDF below. Aboriginal Copper Mines of Isle Royale National Park, written by William H. Holmes. It says in the spring of 1892, the writer was engaged in gathering material for the anthropological exhibit of the Smithsonian Institution at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, and says a main feature of this display would be featuring the ancient mining in the United States, places in Ohio, Arkansas, and ancient copper mines of Isle Royale and Lake Superior. It says, although exhibits of the collections procured through these explorations were made in due course of time, full reports of the work and the observations made at some of the points have never been published. So I wonder how much of this information made it to the public when this was written about 100, 140 years ago by different people. Just doing a general search on my channel, I've talked about Lake Superior copper in Georgia, talked about it in New Jersey at the Rosencrantz site, talked about it in numerous sites in Mississippi and the southern United States, Alabama. So it seems the vast ancient trade network in ancient America was very, very impressive. Here are just a few of the copper artifacts found in the mound builders. These are found all over the ancient United States. Here are some Birdman effigies. I think one of these was found at Etowah. One was found at Spiro Mounds. And this one, I think on the right, was found in Illinois at a fairly unknown mound builder site. But copper seemed to be a very sacred metal to these ancient people in the United States. Here's another link I will leave below. I just think this is a fascinating story. I'm concentrating mainly on Isle Royale, but there was certainly ancient copper mines found in the Keweenaw Peninsula of Upper Michigan. That's an area I'm pretty familiar with. If you have some information on ancient mines coming from that part of the world, please leave it below. But here is the Minong mine on Isle Royale. People were here a long, long time ago doing mining. Then people were here in the 19th century. Some flooding, I guess, in some of these mines. But there is a look. This is just a fascinating mystery, and it ties in well with my Ancient America videos that featured all those copper artifacts. That has been a long requested video, the ancient copper mines on Isle Royal, also the UP in Michigan, the Keweenaw Peninsula. Many ancient copper mines were found in this area of the world. A lot of people wanted me to do that video, so today's the day. Hope you thought that was interesting, and you all have a very nice day. Everybody, video here for you today. We're going to go back to Ancient America for one more video before I go to other parts of the world for my next few videos. I have covered ancient ruins in every state in the United States except for Delaware and Nebraska. I mentioned Nebraska in one of my Carolina Bay videos. Features like that in this state, but haven't done an individual video on Nebraska until today. This is the Medicine Creek Reservoir State Recreation Site right down here. It was right down here in 1987 that archaeologists found the remains of a mammoth along the shoreline here. I'm not sure exactly where, but they determined that mammoth to be about 18,000 years old. And there was hints that humans were involved in butchering it, so that would make this one of the older sites in the United States if that proved out to be true. Here is one of the websites I will leave below, Center for American Paleolithic Research, discovering evidence of the earliest people in the Americas. And here is the name of the site, the Lacena site. And here they are excavating the mammoth they discovered in 1987, determined to be about 18,500 years old. Here is a pic from the shore of the reservoir. They are excavating the mammoth, and I believe these are rib bones sticking out of the ground here in one excavation pit. Now, I found a couple good PDFs on this discovery, and there's nothing on YouTube, an individual video on this, I don't think, but it says the Lacena Mammoth site consists of a partial adult mammoth skeleton buried 3.5 meters deep in Lake Wisconsin loess overlying alluvial terrace fill along the Medicine Creek Reservoir. And just going down here, there are a few other sites nearby where similar discoveries were made. The Lovewell site is one of them. But there is a little map of northern Kansas, northeast Colorado, and southern Nebraska there showing where these discoveries were made. But just going on, reading here, it gives some interesting pictures here of what was found. It says spirally fractured limb bone at the Lacena Mammoth site. The large fragment of femur on the right is the largest piece of limb bone recovered. And they just don't think this was made by natural occurrence. They think humans were involved, at least a lot of people do. But it's controversial, of course, when you go back that far in time. It says 2 complete ribs and small spirally fractured limb bone fragment underlying the distal end of a shorter rib. Arrow points to limb bone fragment. Down here at the bottom right, it says refit of 4 pieces of spirally fractured femur showing a dynamic loading point and spiral fractures emanating from the impact point. And here, I believe, are where those 4 pieces were found in situ. Here's some more looks at what was found at the Lacena site, some diagrams, but I will leave these links below if you want to read into this a little more and why they think that humans were involved in taking this mammoth apart and not natural processes or scavengers. Here's another PDF I found. I will leave the link below. Big Game Hunters, the Ice Age, and the First Immigrants. And here are some late Paleo-Indian points found in Nebraska. This is written by John Bozell, Curator of Anthropology, Nebraska State Historical Society. But this is a good article here. Has some pics of some projectile points, talks about the pre-Clovis debate. And here is a look from the shore here. I believe that is the pic I showed earlier, just flipped. It says archaeologists from the University of Nebraska State Museum and Bureau of Reclamation excavate the Lacena Mammoth site in a shear loess bank at Medicine Creek Reservoir in Frontier County. Unusual fracture patterns in the 18,000-year-old mammoth bones suggest they may have been broken by humans. 2 mammoth ribs have been exposed in the grid in the foreground right there. But were humans here? Did they eat this mammoth? Were they existing 18,000 years ago with the megafauna found around this water area here? It says, among the most controversial topics in American archaeology for the past 100 years has been dating the arrival of humans in the Americas. Let's just read here. It says, the Lucena site, which archaeologists have been excavating since 1988, suggests people were processing mammoths during the last glacial maximum when the ice sheets were as far south as South Dakota-Nebraska border along the Missouri River. It says the site was located by Bureau of Reclamation archaeologists Bob Blasing and Brad Kuttack during a routine shoreline survey of the Medicine Creek Reservoir. In the fall of 1988, David May, a geomorphologist with the University of Northern Iowa, and I conducted preliminary research there. Excavations took place in 1989, 1990, 91, and 93, funded by the Bureau of Reclamation, an agency of the U.S. Department of the Interior. The site is situated in a windblown low soil deposited during the last glacial period when the climate was cooler and drier than it is now. It says, we are now excavating in the depth of 11 feet below the surface, although there may have been as much as 20 to 25 feet of loess over the mammoth at one time. Radiocarbon dating of the soil and bones dates the site to between 18,000 and 19,000 years ago. During the preliminary investigation, we did not know whether this mammoth that had died was by natural causes or had been killed or processed by humans, which would make it an archaeological site. After test excavation, we began to think it was an archaeological site based on the highly fractured nature of the limb bones. They talk about fracturing in the bones that really could only have been made by humans. One is called simply flaking, and the other is described as high velocity impacts. So that's why they think humans were involved in this 18,500-year-old mammoth here. Now, concluding this article, they go over the reasons why other factors could not have made these fractures in these bones, including carnivores. They talk about carnivores working their way from the joints into the main shaft of the bone. At both sites, articular ends are intact, but the limb shafts are heavily broken. It says, moreover, no carnivore of the glacial period could get a mammoth femur into its mouth and crush it in mid-shaft. But just going on here, it says, thus, all known possible natural causes of bone breakage have been eliminated. We know that people broke and flaked mammoth bones 11,000 years ago, and that experiments with elephant limb bones show the same patterns of breakage and flaking can be reproduced today. We also know that bone flakes have been demonstrated to be good cutting tools during butchering experiments on modern elephants. The only plausible explanation remaining is that the ancestors of the modern Native Americans were processing mammoths of the Great Plains of North America at least 18,000 years ago. Here is a look at the archaeological site from 1989. One of these fractured bones here, and humans seem to want to get into these mammoth bones a long time ago. A little bit more on that coming up. But one thing archaeologists did note is this mammoth skeleton was scattered unusually. Usually when you find a mammoth, it's pretty much intact and the bones are kind of where they should be. And sometimes they get scattered if there's a bad flood or something. But these were unusually scattered around this immediate vicinity. So that is another thing that gave them a clue that maybe humans were involved here. It talks about taphonomy used at the site. It says taphonomy is a multidisciplinary study of cultural and natural processes that may be responsible for the arrangement of objects found in an archaeological site. The Lucena skeleton had several bone flakes associated with it. These bone flakes were identical to the long, thin slivers of flint that have been documented as byproducts that flake off as humans chip stones to make sharp tools. It says, in addition, some of the thick mammoth bones were split apart in ways that could have only happened with a heavy blow. They believe that the humans used large cobblestones to retrieve the nutritious bone marrow in the middle. Experiments with modern elephant bones splintered by rocks produce the same kind of fractures. And that is very interesting. I have talked about humans using bone marrow in very ancient sites, going way back in history, including the over 100,000-year-old Cerruti site in San Diego. Here are some Paleo-Indian points found in Nebraska. Some of these go back 11,500 years. But were humans here over 18,000 years ago processing these mammoth bones for food, for bone marrow? Well, there seems to be some pretty good evidence of that. No Clovis camps have been found around this lake, but there has been some Folsom sites and other camps that date back over 10,000 years. But are archaeologists digging down in this area looking for Clovis sites? It seems like a lot of these early sites that we find purely by accident. That is my video on the Lucena mammoth, over 18,000 years old, evidence of humans manufacturing the bones, maybe getting the bone marrow out. But what do we know about this period of history coming from so long ago? Well, not much, but it doesn't surprise me so much. These early dates anymore. Seems humans have been in North America for a heck of a long time. But that is my first video coming from Nebraska. Hope you thought that was cool. And you all have a very nice day. Everybody, video here for you today. I think this is an important one to include in my Ancient America series. Those of you who have read Graham Hancock's America Before are familiar with this site. It's called Blackwater Draw. And here is a site, Blackwater Draw, locality number 1. This has had a few different names to it, but here is where the research went on. This place was first researched about 80, 90 years ago, right down here. Here is a site down on Google Earth. I believe this is a gate into the research area, or it looks like there's even a home back here. Not sure what the signage says, but I'm assuming this is the way in. This place was discovered in 1929. The Smithsonian sent a representative, Charles Gilmore, out to this site. It was determined that this site didn't merit further attention, but a gentleman from the University of Pennsylvania named Edgar B. Howard disagreed. Then starting in 1932, the site was investigated pretty thoroughly. Here's a look at the site being excavated in the 1930s. They found evidence of the Clovis here. Based on projectile points, they found evidence of extinct megafauna. Columbian mammoth, camel, horse, bison, saber-toothed cat, and dire wolf. And let me just read here from a little bit of Graham Hancock's America Before. It says in 1935, on the basis of these finds, Howard published a book in which he concluded that it was possible that humans had been in North America for tens of thousands of years. Further seasons of meticulous fieldwork followed before he presented his findings to widespread approbation and acceptance at a prestigious international forum on early man and the origins of the human race held in Philadelphia on March 18th through 20th, 1937. So much history is buried beneath our feet, but this is one of the sites where it kind of became exposed. And back when the megafauna were here, let me just back out a little, but you can kind of tell here, this was part of an ancient dried up riverway. You can see it coming right through here. And back when the megafauna were here, it was a lot wetter here. It wasn't the arid kind of desert climate it is today, that is for sure. There is a Blackwater Draw Museum in the city of Portales nearby, and I believe they have recreated what was found at Blackwater Draw, but a very distinct layer when history on this planet totally changed was found there. And it's a good thing that Edgar Howard realized how important this site was, because right after it was discovered, the Smithsonian sent somebody out, and it was determined that the site didn't merit any